This is the deadliest predator in Africa, and this tiny bird is about to walk straight into its open jaws, on purpose. To understand this strange trust, we go back to dawn, when the great crocodile hauls himself out of the cold river to warm his blood. A crocodile can hold a kill in its jaws for weeks. Meat rots between his teeth, and he has no way to clean them. And the teeth are only the start. Beneath his armor, leeches have burrowed into the soft skin he can never scratch. So he does something no other predator would dare. He opens his jaws wide and holds them there. It is not a threat, it is an invitation. And the little bird understands. It steps closer, right up to the rows of teeth, and then it walks inside the mouth of a crocodile. Watch how carefully it works. The plover moves along the gum line, plucking out the rotting scraps of meat and the small parasites clinging between the teeth. Each piece is a meal for the bird and a small relief for the crocodile. Neither one rushes, neither one panics. This is a routine they have both performed 1,000 times before. But why doesn't he simply snap his jaws shut and swallow an easy meal? The answer is instinct, sharpened over millions of years. The crocodile knows that this tiny visitor is worth far more alive than as a single mouthful. A clean mouth means fewer infections, and infections are one of the few things that can kill a beast this powerful. And yet the danger is always there, deep in the crocodile's brain. The hunting instinct never fully sleeps. A sudden twitch, a reflex, a single mistake, and those jaws could close in a fraction of a second. The bird is betting its life on the crocodile's self-control. And astonishingly, that bet almost always pays off. After several minutes, the work is done. The teeth are clean, the parasites are gone, and the bird has eaten its fill. The plover steps back out over the row of teeth, hops onto the sand, and the crocodile slowly, gently closes his enormous jaws behind it. Not a single feather is harmed. The deal, once again, is honored. But the bird can only reach the mouth. For the rest of his enormous body, the crocodile needs a different kind of help. As the sun climbs higher and the day grows hot, he turns and slides back down the bank into the cool green water where his second cleaning crew is already waiting for him. Small fish move in along his armor, picking away the leeches and dead skin wedged in the gaps he could never reach. To them, this giant predator is not a threat at all. He is a floating feast, a moving reef of food that holds perfectly still and lets them work across every inch of his massive body. But this stretch of river is not always so peaceful. Movement ripples through the water nearby. Another crocodile has drifted too close to his territory. In an instant, the calm is gone. The cleaning stops, the fish scatter, and the old crocodile's ancient instincts roar back to life. The intruder retreats, and the danger passes. Slowly, the old crocodile settles back onto the riverbed, and within moments, as if nothing had happened at all, the little fish drift back out of the reeds and resume their work along his armor. In this river, life returns to its rhythm almost as fast as it was broken. By the time they finish, his transformation is remarkable. The leeches are gone, the dead skin is stripped away. His scales, dull and crusted this morning, now shine clean in the filtered light. For a creature that cannot reach a single part of its own body, this daily service is nothing less than survival itself. As the afternoon sun warms the surface, the old crocodile rises for air. His head breaks the water, clean and gleaming, and he drifts slowly toward the bank. The worst of the day's heat is passing, and with a clean mouth and clean armor, he feels, for now, as strong and whole as a creature like this ever can. And there, waiting on the warm sand, is the little plover once more. Through the long afternoon, the two will repeat their strange ritual again and again. The bird has learned this crocodile's moods, his rhythms, even the meaning of the way he opens his jaws. Between these two unlikely partners, an entire silent language has grown. The sun begins to sink and the river turns to gold. One by one, the animals of the day give way to the creatures of the night. The plover flies off to roost in the reeds, its work complete. And the old crocodile, clean and fed and unchallenged, slides once more into the darkening water to hunt under the cover of the coming dark. Scientists still find this partnership almost impossible to believe. A bird that willingly enters the mouth of one of the most efficient killers on the planet, and a predator that chooses every single day not to close its jaws. There are only a handful of relationships like this anywhere in the natural world, and almost none of them are as dangerous as this one. Think about what this really takes. For the bird, it means overriding every instinct that screams at it to stay away from a predator's teeth. For the crocodile, it means overriding the deepest hunting reflex it has, again and again, for the sake of something it cannot even consciously understand. And yet both of them do it, every day, without fail. And when the sun rises again over the river, the whole ancient ritual will begin once more. The old crocodile will haul himself onto the warm sand. His teeth will need cleaning. His armor will need tending. And somewhere in the reeds, a small white bird will already be watching, waiting for the great jaws to open and call it back to work. All along this river, the same quiet deals are playing out. Birds riding on the backs of hippos, fish trailing the great herds through the shallows.
On the river,
everywhere you look,
partnerships are vital.
Closely enough,
Oxpeckers glean parasites from the hippo's skin,
together,
while
trading
egrets
service
tend
for
to
safety,
the buffalo.
Cleaning for food. It is the hidden machinery that keeps this whole wild world alive. We often imagine nature as nothing but teeth and claws, an endless war of every creature against every other. But the truth is far stranger and far more beautiful. Survival, more often than not, depends on cooperation, on trust between the unlikeliest of partners, on a killer learning somehow to hold back its jaws. The most dangerous dentist appointment in the world happens on this riverbank every single day, and almost no one ever sees it. If stories like this amaze you as much as they amaze us, subscribe to Nature's Cleaners, because for every predator you fear, there is a tiny, fearless partner keeping it alive, and we are only just beginning to uncover them.